All right, it's week 7. And it's 7 weeks. I would say that most of the work that you've done so far is individual work that an IA does before they're able to actually present their ideas to an external audience. So this week we actually are going to cross that threshold and we're going to start to take the things that you've done and present it in a way that's a little bit easier for most people to understand. And that doesn't mean that each step along the way was not significant. And in fact, one thing I do want to make sure you all realize is that the you can continue to iterate on everything. Is that you actually are going to be displaying your data at this point. Many of you have found that you want the data to be different, or that you've seen opportunities that you can't take advantage of without your data supporting it. Now, just to be fair, I'm not going to make everyone go and change everything, but I would like you to at least acknowledge that you are changing the underlying data structures. Acknowledgement can just be, I changed the underlying data structures or something. I just, part of the activities that you're going to do are setting you up to see how others have applied these methods in different ways. So it isn't about mastering these techniques. It's really more about having awareness of them so that you can analyze another site. And as you move forward in this discipline, hopefully you can take and hone your skills in any of these particular areas. So we're still at a very high level, but we're moving up the pyramid. We're still in information. So we still have not made it to knowledge yet. Just to remember, it takes a while to get there. And you'll see we'll get there in week 8. I will say I want some imagination here, just if you can. It's fine to be completely fact oriented, but at this point, when you talk about navigating, you're talking about people, and so people usually are here for some reason, and navigation within a site should engage them. So continue to work on this. This will be the very first deliverable in the next assignment, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. I also have talked a little bit about navigation patterns. So you're going to need to pick a pattern or patterns to leverage in your next assignment, the one we're going to do this week. So this was on purpose to get you used to it, but then you're going to have to use it. So remember, you can always refer back to a earlier week. And my goal is not to introduce all the hard stuff at once. So whenever there's sort of I won't call any week easy, but if there's a gap in how to engage you in the different topics, I try to bring in a thing a week early so you've got time to kind of get used to it and settle with it. So let's get to week 7. As always, let's get into the readings. I would like, if you can, to make sure at the end of the course to let me know I've revamped these readings. Pardon me. These objectives here, all these are very important to each week. So as you explore or have questions or difficulties, please let me know so I can make sure that these things are as good as I can get. So this is about wireframes. What are they? How are they useful? And if you've never done wireframing before, there's some tips and tricks about how to wireframe with data. That isn't completely necessary, but if you have done this before, it's pretty cool that you can just plug your database right into your drawing. That's a plugin for both Figma and Sketch. Figma is the preferred way we're going to use. We're going to do our wireframing in Figma. It's pretty fantastic. I'll just go there really quick. So my team has always worked in Figma. It's a really terrific program, and it's fairly straightforward. I actually shouldn't be showing you this stuff, but anyway, we'll be using Figma. You just set up an account just like everything else, and you can share links to your project, and or you can just export pictures of them. I think exporting pictures this week is going to be a lot easier than people can see what you're doing. And as usual, if you change things, just delete your old picture. We don't have any particular need to see where you were and where you're going. I just want to see what the newest idea is. We also are going to have a project due at the end of next week. So this is all about how to do it. And I would read this carefully, just so we're talking about a scenario of use. So you're going to start from neutral. You're going to show how someone navigates your site. And that's going to be the final deliverable outside of the final paper, which we'll talk about later. Also, read the rubrics are important. That's what I grade you on. So make sure that you've hit these. And finally, where are we at? So, any notes from this week? Again, just a little more understanding about connecting with people. I understand that it's just not a strictly user-centric course. It's kind of a little bit technical, but users are the goal this week, to get them to actually find the thing that they need using your data, using your structures. And that, I believe, is a pretty good overview. If there's any questions, of course, I'll be happy to give you feedback in Mural, or if you want, I probably will do one question session about the final, and that'll be in a week or two. But good luck with this week. And as I said, everything's due next week. So this week is just about one wireframe to share about how your navigation, topics, organization all fit together, and 3 of your records that are going to be now finally visualized. Actually, that's kind of a big deal, because you created those structures in HTML, but you haven't shown how they look. So that'll be fun. I will definitely be giving you feedback on that as well. So good luck this week.